Welcome to Go2Malmö. Let me start the timer. So, I'm Marko, and today I'm here to tell you the story of my life, of course. Let's go back in time. It was 2005. I was still working in Italy, and I was running my own little firm, little web agency. As a lead and only engineer in the agency, I was working pretty much on the performances of our systems. Okay, how many here are developers? Raise your hands. Almost everybody. Good. So if you go back in time with me, you can actually be part of the story. Okay. It was summer. It was hot, extremely hot, and I was working all the time in my little room that was smelling of coffee, coding. A lot of days, a lot of efforts, a lot of caching, a lot of minification, working with assets. I made it. I gain 1 second of page loading time in average for each page load, which was a quite good achievement back in 2005. I felt satisfied. I pushed the button. It went on production to all my customers. Do you know what happens next? Nothing. Absolutely nothing, which is a very good thing because if a customer don't call you, that's no problem. So we say in Italy, no news, good news. But okay, actually I have another story. If we fast forward a couple of weeks, I did another implementation in my system. This time it wasn't about backend, about like pure engineering, but I stumbled upon a free icon set. It was a big deal that time, and I like it. And I implement that icon set in the admin interface. So it was just a matter of taking a couple of free icons and put it in a sprite, and it was done. Couple of minutes, pushed in production. I was happy. What happens next? The phone started ringing. Okay, it was Mariella. Mariella, you have to know that she's a 45 years old shopkeeper whose understanding of web authoring and web something is, oh, I call Marko, he will solve it. She was my first and most time-consuming customer, so every time I saw her name on my phone, it was, oh my God, storm is coming here. So, I answered, hi Mariella, what can I do for you? Hi Marko, I'm here, I'm working on the website, and something changed. Yes, Mariella, we did an update this morning. Do you have any problem with that? No. I'm just calling you to say thank you because now everything works much, much better. That was my oh moment. Okay, if you read, you can. It was my oh moment. It was the moment in which I realized that icons work much, much better than pure performances. Is the moment in which my career changed because I went from backend to frontend actually, and the moment in which I started to be very passionate about the argument of this store, which is perceived performances, or how reality differs from expectation. We're going through a little definition and a couple of demos that shows how we can actually improve this thing in a web environment. So perceived performance is the result of a little formula, which has a user expectation on one side. So what you think is going to happen when you use an application, a web page, whatever. The real performances. So if you come to a web page, you expect it to load fast. How much time it will actually take to load is the performance. And in the middle, there is the user experience. So what fills the gap? Okay. It's actually this piece of the puzzle that we can use to improve the experience of the user, what he will feel at the end. And why is this important? Is because nobody likes to wait. Do you like to wait? No. Okay, like if I stop talking, it's not going good. Nobody likes to wait because when you wait, when you are like standing still, doing nothing, your brain freezes. And your perception of the time that goes by slow down, okay? And you just get crazy. So let's stop talking here and try to go through some demo. That's how they work. Demo. So to keep it simple, I just use links, good old links, the bread and butter of our everyday work, well, more or less, for the web developers. What is a link? please focus your attention on the top left corner of the first tab. A link is something that if I click it, produces a loading spinner on that corner. Okay? Something happened, eventually a page will load, and that little loading spinner is the only feedback that we have of what is actually going on. Okay, there is a lot of stuff going on, but we don't know. As end users, we have no idea. We just know that in this case, it takes a lot of time. Okay, 3 seconds. That's not good. We want to improve this. And first thing, we are engineers. All of us. You raise your hand. So we say, okay, exclude the link, let's go Ajax. So instead of reloading all the assets, CSS, JavaScript, blah, 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 we just fetch the little amount of content that we want to produce in the page. So we do it, we click the link, and what? Oh, it finally worked. So it takes like 1 second less to load. So we had a real performance improvement, but it sucks. You don't know what's going on. That's like the basic basics. We are engineers again, so we can do better. And we implemented a loading spinner all around the web. Those are like part of our daily life every day. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so that's what we see around our web pages every day. Is that enough? No, it's not enough, because we all get used to that. Okay, this is actually a pretty cool spinner. Normally it's like something that spins around for real. Can we do better? What do you think? Yeah, so I'm going now to give you 3 examples that are a bit crazy maybe, how we can tweak the user experience, how we can work to make it better. So if a loading spinner is too simple and it doesn't get us into what's going on, why don't you use a GIF, for instance? Like in this example, this GIF has clouds, which is quite nice. And I did a personal experiment on myself. I can actually look at this for a long time before to get bored. Because, you know, it's a GIF. If you put like on one of the like cats, little cat is playing, it's even better. Is that enough? Absolutely not. So as engineer, I don't do only code engineering. I can do also product engineering. I can do business engineering. So if we have a problem and say we have to load a lot of data in an e-commerce, and we know that the user will wait, why don't make him wait more? Like instead of 3 seconds, we can give him 8 seconds to wait and make this profitable with a banner, right? Here's a little bit, but you can click it and go, okay, I have no internet connection, but you can go to PayPal and buy me a beer. Last time I ran that, a couple of guys did it. Okay, so it actually works. And technology is approved. So we can make a different usage of the waiting time and close the waiting time so to get something back. Last example that I'm going to show you is even more. So again, we have this huge data set to load, and we know that the user is going to get bored. What can we do? We can make him play. Okay, so it's all there, and they can like play a lot. Okay, there is an indicator that tells me the page is done, but I really want to get to this last thing and last one. Nah, oh, okay. You get it, I'm not good at that. But we can actually change a lot of stuff and improve our pages in a lot of ways, like also, yeah, sorry, thank you. In ways that are not only technical, but that focus on what the user is going to experience. Thank you, that was my talk.